Welcome to another finished project. I'm going to take you through a walkthrough starting right here at the front door. So coming into this unit, there actually was no closet here. There was no front entry closet to put anything for your coats, your shoes. What it was actually an office on the other side of this wall. So we moved a few things around, we closed off the other wall, opened up this side, put in a built-in feature here. So now they have a bench for putting shoes on, obviously coat hooks, and a shelf for hanging your hat. What it was solid and closed off, and it was actually a doorway on this side. So from here, it just opened up into an office slash storage space that wasn't actually all that functional. So we just wanted to be able to use the space properly when coming into the home. What we did in the first bedroom here is change the layout again. So what we had on this side was a solid wall of the old school bifold doors with very small closet in the end, with just your classic wire shelving. So we deleted that completely, pushed it open to give more space in the bedroom, because then we converted the other side to give us a closet. So that changed from the front entrance where we eliminated the office. We added this door here because again, it was just a wall for that office, opening it right up to give more of a storage space for this whole unit. So could be used as a closet. We did add one feature in here for hanging some clothes for guests or anybody that comes to visit, but mainly giving them an out of the way storage space. So throughout this entire space, we actually did a full reno, and one of the main things was the floor. So it was an old hardwood floor with deeper colors that the customer wanted to brighten up. So we actually changed the floor throughout the entire space, giving them a look and a color and a feel that matched better to their style and what they were going for in the whole space. So one of the main changes in this project was removing this wall that was here. So we had a small entryway into the kitchen on that side, a second one into the dining room on this side with closed in area, glass window in between that just closed off the space, right? And now what everybody wants, what we want to focus on is being able to open it up. So we brought in an engineer, checked out the roof lines and the support system, making sure we're able to remove this wall. It was not supporting, so we had no problem. Opened up the wall, got rid of it, and now we've got a nice, beautiful open space to combine the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, which allows for easier function, usability, and better for entertainment. Through the kitchen, we changed everything. So it used to be just a wraparound peninsula that again felt kind of tight and closed in. There was even a pantry on this side with kind of a pass-through to the dining room, but basically just made a small space. So with being able to open up that wall, open up the space, we added an island here that we can actually push back. So now you can tell with the space we have here, it's a lot more open. It feels a lot better. You don't feel crammed into your kitchen. So it's all new cabinetry throughout. We went with a dark contrast here. So we've got the black mains, we've got a white island. Layout was more or less similar position other than removing that peninsula, and then redid the tile backsplash, over the range venting, and adding the microwave upper cabinet as well. So basically giving a complete new look, feel, and openness to this kitchen. So now coming through to the dining room, we didn't even have this option anymore. So again, it opens it right up. We carried that same flooring throughout, so we have a nice consistent feel, and a small change on the patio door, but it was just a solid door before. So we swapped this out, gave nice glass window with the mini blinds inside so you can get more natural light into the space. So coming to the living room, we changed up a little bit of the look and feel. What we had was a very dark black tile fireplace, tile going onto the floor as well, which is very common, but we wanted to carry the flooring right through. So removed that, added the shiplap onto the fireplace wall and painted it nice and white to brighten things up again. Also added some cabinetry, so we have some storage space with a couple floating shelves to be able to add decor and style to the space. Here at the den, what we had was just a large open space. So there wasn't really any separation or closing it off where this space, we wanted to do that. We closed the space in a little bit to allow for a door and just added a nice sliding door to keep it clean, keep it simple, be able to close it off, have some privacy in the den, but obviously be able to open it up as well and not have a door swinging in or swinging out to take up some of the useful space that we need. So small but still big change to the laundry. We used to have actually a stacker washer and dryer in the corner here, but with our customer, they didn't want to be reaching up into the dryer and having that challenge. So we flipped the layout around, gave them a bit of cabinetry for storage space, but allowed them to have nice big washer and dryer, lower, a lot easier to access for doing laundry. In the ensuite, we just did a few little touches. Mainly, we were not happy with the quartz countertop at all, so swapped that up to something a little bit nicer, a little bit brighter, and then changed the cabinetry. Same cabinetry, we just painted it, painted the frame around the mirror black to match the theme that we've got in the rest of the house. So in this entire space, we did a full repaint of all the walls and trim as well. So the master, full repaint, but we also did some changes to the closets that we have. So again, it was the old school bifold doors that weren't really fun. On this side, it was totally separate, just some weird drawers and shelves on the inside. So what we did is we changed it all to doors that could match, and we opened up the entire space in between. So now we have shelves and hangers that go right through on the inside versus closing in the space and actually giving quite a bit more closet space with the limited amount of space that we had access to. Thanks for joining us at another completed project. Like and follow so that you can see more projects that will be coming to you soon.